very hard to believe that my time at Temple is coming to a close. Last week, I was cleaning out my house, and I found a cookbook from junior kindergarten, what back in the day we called level 2. I was a student down the hall at Temple's ELC, and beyond seeing my recipe contribution, which was for Hamantaschen, but it would have been far too sweet, I called for 2 pounds of sugar in my recipe. But beyond seeing the recipes, what really made me smile were the names. Jamie Gruer, Aaron Glazer, Nate Edelman, Zach Hanover, Nathan Silverman, Miss Gladden, Miss Burson, Miss Danziger, Miss Alpert. So many people who are still in my life today. So many people who have shaped who I am. And that is really my whole story with Temple Israel. I really don't know what my life would be without it, who I would be without it. Because it has been the people of this place from that day to this day that have helped me to see how beautiful, how sweet Jewish life can be. And that has never been more true than these past 4 years, when you have let me be a part of so many intimate, beautiful, and raw moments in your lives. The moments that I saw some of you smiling ear to ear as you looked into the eyes of your beloved under your chuppah. The moments that you cried tears of joy welcoming your new baby into your family and into the Jewish people. The moments that you let me hold your hand as your loved one passed from this world. Your names, your faces, your joy, your pain, they will always be part of me, and they will always be a blessing to me. Most of the blessings in the Torah are from God to the Jewish people. God promises to bless Abraham and his descendants. God blesses the land of Israel. But a couple of weeks ago in our Torah reading, we read that God commands Aaron and the priests to actually bless the people themselves. God, the Makor HaBracha, as we just said a moment ago in the Mishaberach, God, the source of bracha, the source of blessing. If God is the source of blessing, how do we bless? The Midrash, the Tanhuma, explains that it was through that commandment, God telling Aaron to bless the people with the words, the trifold benediction, may God bless you and keep you, that human beings gained the divine power to bless, just like God. And that divine power to be a blessing unto others is manifest here in Memphis and especially here at Temple Israel. I see it every day. I see it in Temple Cares led by Debbie Jackson, which brings meals to our sick and comforts our bereaved. I see it in our dedicated staff like Jan Klein, who is the first call when your loved one is in the hospital or passes away, who offers you care and love and support. I see it in the work of Sophie Weiss-Williams and Jackie Evans, their amazing religious school teachers, who inspire another generation each and every Sunday to love their Judaism. In so many staff, led by Mark Gollner, so many lay leaders, many past presidents with us tonight, who work every day to keep this community strong. But for me, and Eleanor and I were reflecting on this a few weeks ago after a beautiful, actually one in a very long series of beautiful B'nai Mitzvah that we had the chance to lead together. One of the most profound moments of blessing is in a bar mitzvah in the parent speech, which we call the parent blessing, aptly. It's the culmination of years of hard work that these students have put in. And after they have been incredibly brave to stand up in front of so many people at age 13 and to read an ancient language, to engage in words of Torah, after they've done all that, you parents, you tell them what they mean to you. You see them in that moment both as a child, as a baby, as a toddler, but also you see them in their full potential, the person that they will grow to become. In those moments, you bless them not only with your words, but with your love, you make that moment holy. That is what blessing is all about. It is about recognizing the holiness and goodness that surrounds you, maybe just in that moment, but according to the rabbis, perhaps at any moment, and giving thanks that you are a part of it, that you have the presence of mind to notice that something holy is happening and to be grateful for it. That is the power that God gave us, and that is the power we have to bless. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the gift that you have given me, which was really just to be a part of your blessing, to help me weave my family into yours, to let me be a witness, a guide, or really at the end of the day, just a neshama, just a soul, lifted up by the holiness that you create, that you tapped into. Seeing my grandparents, I actually was just thinking, Rabbi, about my bar mitzvah, which was in the Greenstein sanctuary, and about all the special moments we shared in that space, in this space. Thinking about my grandpa Papa, Sumner Levine's dedication to God's unfinished business. Mimi, Phyllis, your dedication to the sisterhood. For my mom's over a decade of work here. To Mark's silent and dedicated volunteerism and generosity. To be able to serve here, to be able to be a rabbi here, has been not only an honor and a privilege, but really a dream come true. To serve the community that has meant so much to my family, and for Shoshi and Aviv, they make the 6th generation that has had Temple Israel as their spiritual home. Each and every one of you are part of what has made this place a blessing to me. So I want to close just with 2 blessings, one for all of us and one just for you. First, a blessing we said just a moment ago, before services started, we welcomed another life into this world. And to mark that moment as sacred, we said this blessing, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehachianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, Spirit of the universe that unites us all, for sustaining us, for allowing us to reach this moment. One in a whole lifetime of moments that if we only take the time to notice, we will see that it is precious and holy. And now just a blessing for you, very short, but you don't need any more than this because of who you are, because of who this place is, from the one and only Marcia Falk. Be who you are, and may you be blessed in all that you are. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being a part of me. Shabbat shalom.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Leigh Mansberg, and very honored to be here representing your Temple Israel Board of Trustees. Tonight, we gather to thank someone who has given so much of himself to our congregation, Rabbi Jeff Dreifus. As a native son of Memphis, Jeff, your journey has been one of deep connection, unwavering service, and impact. You have served with compassion, wisdom, and spirit that has touched every corner of Temple Israel. You've guided us through moments of joy and sorrow, of learning and reflection. You've inspired us and stood as a bridge between tradition and progress. And now, as you prepare to bring your gifts to the community of Park City, Utah, we know they are gaining not just a rabbi, but a visionary teacher and a mensch. We are so proud of you, Jeff, and while we will miss your voice from our bima, your laughter in the hallways, and your counsel in our meetings, we know that your journey is far from over. You carry with you the spirit of Memphis and the love of this congregation. As a token of our gratitude, we are pleased to present you for your office with a collection of photography by William Eggleston, another Memphis native son, who, like you, took the soul of the city and shared it with the world. His lens captured the beauty in the everyday, something you two have done in your work with us. And for Shoshi and Avi and all the young visitors who may one day sit in your new office, we have included a copy of M is for Memphis, a reminder of where your story began, and a way to share that story with others. Jeff, thank you. Thank you for your service, your heart, and your faith in this community. We send you off with our deepest gratitude and our warmest wishes. May your path ahead be filled with life, purpose, and peace. Leigh wrote, not goodbye, but until we meet again.
For those who don't know that eloquent spokeswoman, she has the most coveted officer title of all. Leigh Mansberg is the immediate past president of Temple Israel. Friends, everyone loves a good spy story. And this week's Torah portion, Shlach Lecha, gives us one of the best, the story of the spies who scout out the land of Israel, the same beloved Jewish homeland under a missile attack as we gather tonight. And these Torah scouts bring back devastating reports to Moses. But the good news is, years later, in this week's Haftorah, Joshua also sends out spies to Jericho. And this story ends on a much happier note. Because whereas the spies in the Torah lose faith in themselves and in God, in the Haftorah, a woman named Rahab shows great faith in herself, great faith in the Jewish people and God. She helped to guarantee the future of the Jewish people. Fast forward thousands of years to when a bright child of this congregation named Jeff Dreifus left the world of finance for rabbinical school. And as Jeff came closer to becoming Rabbi Jeff, the mood here, like the Torah scouts, to be honest, was not positive. COVID was literally in the air. Temple rabbis, canners, and other staff were coming and going. And then Jeff, who left Memphis single, returned with his remarkable wife, Rachel. And in a relatively brief window of a few years, Rachel and Jeff doubled their family number. First, with my 2-year-old grandson's girlfriend, Shoshi. It's true. And just 6 weeks ago, the arrival of their son, Aviv. Rabbi Jeff, who came to Temple at a time of tremendous flux, as our past president said, has made a great impact in helping guarantee the future of the Jewish people in this region of the country where leaders like him are essential. As I told Rabbi Jeff over coffee this week, my feelings about him are not just about his rabbinate, but about his entire life since his Homentashen recipe. Jeff was raised here by two of the finest people I know, Jan and Mark, alongside a brother Jeremy, who was another mensch. And like me, Jeff got lucky marrying way over his head and bringing multiple Jewish children into this world right here in Memphis. We're also thankful for the Torah and inspiration of your leadership, Rabbi Jeff. In the Talmud, in Tractate Ta'anit, page 7a, it reads, Demar Rav Chanina harbe lamadati mi rabotai, umechaverai yoter mi rabotai, umetalmidai yoter mi chulan, which means Rabbi Chanina said, much have I learned from my teachers, even more from my friends, but from my students, I've learned more than from all of them. Rabbi Chanina was unable to know 2,000 years later that at Jacob's Camp, Temple High School, BBYO, college, post-college student, would also become a teacher to me and a spiritual leader and friend to so many of you. Rabbi Jeff and Rachel, please know that you've always got a home in Memphis, and not just because of your wonderful parents, your grandparents and relatives, but because of what you will always mean to so many of us. Rav Jeff, Rachel, Shoshi, Aviv, in the words of the Tfilat Haderech Traveler's Prayer, may you be blessed as you go on your way. May you find fulfillment, growth, health, and blessing as you build community at our sister Reformed Synagogue, Temple Har Shalom in Park City. We look forward to your returns to Memphis, and we pray that only blessing, love, and strength surround you. Baruch atem bevoachem. Blessed have you been in moving home to Memphis to launch your rabbinate. Now blessed may you be in Park City and everywhere this new chapter leads you. And let us all say, Amen.